Hold on to your ass, kids. This will be real. Hey, you crazy motherfuckers. Welcome to another edition of Krazy Truth. I'm your host with the most. I'm Cole, and I'm here with the lovely, somewhat fading in and out Miss Amanda.
Right. Hi.
We're here to titillate, and just kind of get through the night. Really, at this point in time, we're just, trying to make it through. So, with that being said, you know what it is? It's because it's an important night. This show is actually, we're recording on an important night. That's why. I know what it is.
It's the spirits among us.
That's damn straight. The spirit of us, because he knows. This is because I, long live the king. So, so if you're not an Elvis fan, well, sorry, thanks for playing. Anyway, so, TCB, baby. When this comes out, it won't be Elvis's anniversary of his death. It'd have been 2 days before. Anywho, so this is season 2. No, it's not. This is season 5, episode 222. And, so we have sponsors, I guess. And they're nice folks. ASNLifestyleMagazine.com. Smart Swingers read. What do they read? They read the magazine. Yeah, that's why the name's there. Check it out today. 3 million readers. Can't be wrong. Also, don't forget, keep yourself safe and those you love with nightcaps. Nightcaps.com. That's right. Use the promo code nightcap10/Casbah Inc. to get your discount today. Truly, the drink spiking prevention scrunchie. Quite serious. We take that very serious and we're very proud of it. Also, don't forget, you know what? It's your responsibility. It's my responsibility. It's all of our responsibilities to keep the lifestyle safe and clean, kind of like Mother would in Pink Floyd. So make sure you check out shamelesscare.com. All of your at-home testing needs, as well as ED meds. And I'm going to tell you what, we're actually going to run some specials on some of our events for those that sign up and get their testing kits. We get discounts on some of our events. Just saying. Anyways, so there you go. So we already had an exciting night before we even went on the air, which was a broken up, gobbled up, fucked up train wreck. And because our crazy summer nights tickets for next year are going on sale this Friday, the 19th. And we had like 150 people wanting cabins and whatnot for 6 cabins. So we already drew for those tonight. And so there's some happy people once they decode the clutter and figure out what it was I was saying.
Apparently, internet sketchy.
And we can't say last names. So what could have sounded like, Mortimer Schnurd might have been like, it could have been like Brian Jones. You never know. So good luck of testing that because, we'll figure it out as we're going. So, anyways, and we're getting reports it's still breaking up. And you know what? Breaking up is hard to do. Just saying. So, with that being said, it's going to make this show really easy because normally we do this in front of our live Facebook audience, but all they can hear is beep. So, with that being said, buffering. So, I doubt we'll get much feedback from them, but hopefully, if you do, just type it out in Morse code and we'll figure it out. The dots and the dashes say. Anyways, so,
do you know Morse code?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I sure do.
I do not.
That was fuck you. There you go. So anyways, which finger you use. See, if you notice, my nails are clean. I had a wedding console today. But they thought it was cool.
You go. That one's not clean.
Yeah, I know. I said I was doing a project. She goes, what's your project? And I said, paint my nails. That's what I told her. I told her I got to take nail polish off on that one. But they said I could wear my hair however I liked it for the wedding because my comfort was most important. Finally, some people that got it right. I'm the most important. Look, whose day is it? She may think it's hers because she's wearing the white dress, but without me, it's just a fucking picnic, bitches. No, I'm kidding. So anyways.
What?
I'm a prima donna!
Apparently.
That's why the brides have to make out. It's in the contract. What? Nothing. I'm just making that up. Okay, so. Seems like I forgot to talk about something.
My hair looks like shit.
Sure does.
I'm like, wow.
Okay, I don't know what I was going to
Makes me look more bald than I am.
I don't know.
You know that feeling.
What? Wow. Hey, everybody, it's Cunt Day on the show. That was actually really good. As I'm sitting there wearing a hat to cover my bald spot.
Right.
I'll be damned. So, we need to talk about stuff that's prudent and possible and whatever, right? So, you want to do a health tip of the day?
Don't get drunk.
Yeah. Yes, that's correct. Health tip of the day is, if you get drunk, carry duct tape.
At least Amanda needs to carry duct tape.
No, you got a little tipsy, you got a little lippy, you were fucking around thinking you were cute. Said something that was retarded as fuck, thinking you were cute.
Yeah.
And afterwards you were like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. That wasn't cute. And you were right. And you learned from it.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the problem with booze. Look, here's the deal. Even the best laid plans of mice and men, those of us that have done this a long time, that preach about it, talk about it, it can sneak up and bite you. Neither one of us thought you were that drunk. It happens.
There's just little moments that are a little...
hazy shades of gray.
Iffy.
There's lots of song references tonight if you can pick them all up. I've already had 3.
Apparently.
I've already had 3.
Yes, I've listened.
Did you? Which was first? What was the first one? Smart ass.
Pink Floyd.
There you go. Do you know actually which one it was? Do you know what album? Do you know what song?
Do you want to shut the fuck up?
No, I want to answer some goddamn questions. No one's listening right now. It's alright. Fucking shut up. This is fun. This is our time now. Fuck, we could be talking about fucking Muppets and no one's gonna know. Hey, what'd you do? Fucking Muppet. Oh, cookies for cookies.
I like the animal, his wild.
I think I've seen you like that one time, but it was really
weird. Was I drunk?
Probably.
God.
I think you were involved in a threesome.
There was only like 3 instances I couldn't remember.
Hey, when are you gonna get some pussy?
I don't know, because I really want some.
I thought you were setting that up for this week.
We were setting it up for in a couple weeks.
Well, you really did just fucking... You need to look at a calendar better, huh?
No shit.
You know, I want pie in a couple weeks, but I'm not gonna like pass it up over the weekend. I'm waiting for a couple weeks to get here. Now I want pie. Now I'm just fucking hungry. God, it sucks being fat. Anyways, okay. So, where things that are going on right now in our world, Amanda's on a quest for a vagina, and it's the other meat. Juicy. And
it's a pie. I like to just.
Is that like a meat pie?
Right,
it's not a meat pie. Is that like an English meat pie? Hopefully it's not mincemeat, but that would be one that's coming out of a gangbang.
Oh my God, shut up.
Thank you very much. I will be here all fucking week long. Arby's ain't got nothing on that shit. Slug it down, kids.
That's disgusting.
Why?
It just
Some people like their meat tenderized. That would be tenderized
I like
meat.
Sweet pies. The ones that taste
You
good.
like sweet meat?
I kind of like them somewhat juicy. I get it there myself.
Okay, so are basters not needed or what exactly? No baster required. Okay.
No.
The holidays at our house are a dirty mess. It's summertime. It's just one giant boner for me. Anyways, so yeah, there you go. Which is funny that I brought that up. Weird. If you look on our teleprompter, are you looking? What do you see in the top topics? It's Bi Day. By God, it's a day to talk about bi. It is, because you know what? Here's the thing. I've seen a bunch of questions, for one, that have come through, but there has been a rash of I hate to use rash in a sex show.
No.
There has been there's been a large number of discussions. God, everything's gross and makes me not horny. There's been a large discussion of bisexuality topics that have come up in situations over the last couple of weeks, starting at Crazy Winter Nights. And I think there are things that actually have me intrigued. This is why it's disappointing our crowd isn't going to be here tonight, because I really wanted to get some of their feedback on some of this stuff. But the first thing I had like 3 or 4 different questions that tied into it, and we get them all the time. Talking about, I don't know what happened there. I couldn't breathe for a second.
You ran out of air.
There was a goose and it was down my throat. I got goosed. Anyways, so there was the concept that it came up, it was brought to my attention about doing possibly more events or having more activities that are focused on bisexuality for men in the lifestyle at our events. Because, quite rightly so, or it's been in the past, that for whatever reason, bisexual men, obviously bisexuality amongst men is not treated and accepted the same way as bisexuality amongst women. Although that's starting to change. I think it's come a long way from even in the short time we've been in the lifestyle. But still, it's a long. There's still a big gap there. But I think that invokes a couple of topics to go with it. So that was one of the first things I want to talk about because I've got some opinions on this.
Okay.
You're like, oh goody, here we go. Cole's got opinions. Well, no, the reality of it is that we really work to be very inclusive in our events. Mm-hmm. You know, we are not kinksters at all, but we still try to work and support kinkster events and stuff within our events, mm-hmm. right? It's the same even like with Crazy Summer Nights in general, being at a place where most of the folks are naturalists. They're not necessarily swingers. They're voyeurs or they're naturalists. So when the topic of bisexuality amongst men come up and having events and things, although I think that I guess I'm working in my brain how I want to do things to support guys that are discovering their bisexuality, are very comfortable in their bisexuality, coming out of their bisexuality, want to explore it, just like you did. You, before the lifestyle, you were not bi. That was something that you explored and you found and whatever. So I want to be supportive, but what I don't want to be is I don't want to be the very stereotypical type of event. And what I mean, you're starting to see a trend on the national level where there's all these events that are now geared specifically for bisexual guys. Gay and bisexual. That's not a problem except for the fact that I feel like they are taking that some people and some things out there are taking and turning bisexuality into a profit center. Mm-hmm. Because let's face it, you can capitalize on that pretty easily. Yeah. So for our standpoint, it becomes a thing. How do you support guys in that want to explore or discover or whatever without treating them or treating bisexuality like a commodity? Mm-hmm. Because that's hugely important to us. I just think that it's like that's one of the biggest things in the world is to try to figure that out. And that's one of the challenges that I have when people say, hey, why don't you have more things that are geared or more events geared that way?
Right.
Do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't see a problem with it.
You don't see a problem with having events or with... I guess...
No, I don't think it should be capitalized upon.
But so there's the thing, how do you do that? Because, okay, you want to have an all-girl melee at KSN, at the gym, at your birthday. Mm-hmm. And people, if I put that out there, people would be fucking off the rails for that. That would be like a stadium crowd-pleasing event.
Right.
Right? The challenge is if you put the same thing out there for guys, the reality is the response would be substantially different. Mm-hmm. Although there are more and more women that are very much into that as well. Okay? But the response would be way different. You're not going to have, I don't think, very many wives are going to be like, hey, just try it for me. Just try it. Just go get in there. Just go try it. You're not going to have as many gals that are going to do that. Where husbands, wrongly so, have no problem with that push.
Pushing their wives
into it.
Yeah.
I mean, so that becomes part. I mean, that's kind of the other part of the discussion with stuff today is why lie about being bi. Mm-hmm. And I mean, honestly, that's something...
I wouldn't want the girls to do it if they weren't into it.
Well, that's because you're bi and you get it. That's the challenge. That's the challenge with bi events, in my opinion.
But I think for a guy to come out and say he isn't doing it just to please his wife, just like a woman would.
Probably not. And what's sad is that takes way more courage, I think, to come out for a guy to say that. So that's what I mean, though. That's my conundrum is how do you effectively serve that part of the community without it not being either A, patronizing, B, making it a fucking sideshow, you know,
True.
or C, making it insulting. I mean, and by insulting, I mean capitalizing. I mean, that becomes the challenge. How do you do that? How do you, you know, I mean, honestly, I think there's a lot more women that their husbands say, oh yeah, you're willing to try and if you had a meeting, if you set up a tent, right, and said, hey, come learn more about being bisexual or explore your bisexuality. And we're gonna have speakers and we're gonna have everything there, right? There would be guys that would have no problem pushing their wives to go, well, go on there. You know you kind of want to. And a lot of women would be like, oh, okay. And right now there's going to be people listening going, oh, no, that wouldn't happen. Bullshit. Ask every bi girl, what percentage would you say, if you had 10 girls lined up that said they were bi, in your experience, what's the percentage would you say are actually bi?
That are actually
bi.
Oh, there's probably at least 2/3 of them
are actually bi.
Would actually be bi.
And the other, so at least a third of those people are not actually going to be bi. They're going to be in a situation saying they're bi, or having somebody say they're bi for them, but they're not actually bi.
But then it goes to what's your definition of bi? You know, all that bullshit.
Well, exactly. So, but my point is that there are women that will do it or are pushed into it by men, but it's not the other way around. If you had a tent set up that was enclosed all the way around, and you had a secret back side door that guys could kind of slip in if they were coming out of the bisexuality, they would do that. But they're not going to walk right through the front door, which is wrong. There's no reason it should be that way, but it is. You know, and how do you counter that? How do we actually take and help people? Sadly, until the stigma on bisexual guys is removed, there's not much you can do.
I think you can set it up to where you have like a private room where people can go into.
Right.
But you'd have to do it for the women too. You can't just do it for the men.
Right. That makes sense. So I've been to a bi-male centric swinger party. Highly recommended. Leah, I'm not bi, but I like to watch bi action. Okay, which I mean I think that's absolutely. It's how do you get rid of the stigma? Though
I think it just has to develop over time. Look at how much it's come in 11 years, 12 years, however freaking long we've been in this. You know, when we first started, you wouldn't dare mention that you were bi.
No, a guy
would not.
A guy bi-curious.
But now they're coming out more and more, so I think you give it a few more years, it's going to be more open, and people are going to be more open to it.
But what is it the challenge becomes, what as event planners can we do? Because the thing is that my biggest fear, and maybe it's an unjustified fear, is that if we had, let's say at one of our events, we had meet and greet, and then we had bi-male meet and greet, and bi or bi-curious, and bi or bi-curious female, or maybe just a bi-curious overall meet and greet that was geared towards people that are bi or bi-curious. I think that would be. I think it would be.
If you had one specifically designed for it, I think people would go to that event or meet and greet. But if you were at a swingers event and you singled people out at a swingers event, the chances of them being seen by the chauvinistic people, they would hide.
But our event, could you pull it off? Because think of Crazy Winter Nights. Think about an event that you have where it's educational, and our people are way more open-minded than a lot of groups out there. Does something like that actually help move it forward? I mean, because part of it, okay, I believe everything is partially based on education, right? If you can teach people, then you can eliminate stigmas. You know, if you can teach Johnny Paranoid over here that just because a guy is bi or bi-curious doesn't mean if you're in a swinging situation with him and his wife, that he's just going to come and grab your dick and start sucking your dick and just, that's not how this works. You can educate people that you can help eliminate those stigmas, right? So the thing becomes is part of the education process too is educating people on for women to quit saying they're bi when they're not. I mean, like there needs to be a crash course. We talk about, I think there's focus on, I believe in the lifestyle, people talk about bi women, they use it as a cover to actually talk about bisexuality overall. Because a lot of people don't like to say bisexual males. Okay? But one, in the female population, there's a huge bunch of shit where couples are using that as a dangle on a carrot. And women need to stand up and
because some women would go, well, it's okay, I can just be a pillow princess, and I'm still bi though, because I'm letting a girl eat me out. Yeah,
and it's like, here's the thing, is that like the message that has to get out there is, you know what? We know you're faking it. You can say, yeah, I'm bi, all you fucking want, and then you're like,
so true.
That, guess what? Everybody in the room knows you're doing that so that hubby can get over there and pull one off. That's not bi. And so there needs to be an educational message of quit lying about it.
So then would it be a lie for a guy to receive from another guy?
No, I don't think so.
How's that any different from a girl just eating a girl out?
I think it depends on how you classify it. And this it's almost become like, Polly, you need a fucking whiteboard. This is where that part comes into it. It's like, okay, here's the deal. If you like your pussy eaten, you're not bi. Okay?
So if you like
Jim
your
Morrison,
dick sucked,
wait a minute. Jim Morrison talked about it all the time. Getting your dick sucked, a hole's a hole. Okay? You're not bi if you just like getting your dick sucked. You just like getting your pussy eaten, and if you put a blindfold on, you don't know nor do you care. That doesn't make you bi.
Okay.
Now, can people be bi-curious? Absolutely. You know what? Granted, somebody's new, it's the first time going down on a guy or first time going down on a girl. They want to try it. They are, and I even understand initially being bi-curious and having it done to you at first. But there's an honesty factor. I've never done this, or I'm new at this. I'm trying to see if I'm okay with this. That's being honest and laying all your cards out there. That's not telling somebody, I'm bi. And by God, once you're done, I'm done. There's a totally different ball game here. So that's the whole game, right? So it's the same thing. It's like, okay, and determine whether you're into it. But let's face it, we know people that have put bi-curious on their fucking profiles for 11 years. Look, in 11 years, do you want to eat pussy or do you not? Do you want to suck dick or do you not? Either answer's okay, but pick one.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you don't know by this point in time, well...
But see, I think, that's where it becomes difficult. There's some people that keep it at bi-curious so they don't get hit up by every person known to man to
of that sex, of the same sex.
Well, okay, it's the same bi-selective. We're all selective.
Are you sure?
When I'm drunk, maybe not so much.
No.
But we're all selective. No, but you are selective. If somebody's not a turn on, I'm not going to run up to him and start eating them out.
Right. Except when you're drunk. Yeah, no, you're right.
Except when I'm drunk.
No, there again. But that's, okay, so I agree. That's part of the education process. The education process, that comes back to being able to say no. Because, I mean, ultimately, look, this is part of the problem. We put these labels on, and you and I both hate labels, right? We put these labels on bisexual, bi-curious, bi-selective, by God, I wish I'd get laid, by whatever, okay? Whatever it may be. And this applies for men and women. When the reality of it is, some things are universal. In the lifestyle, those of us that know and realize real life swinging, not porn swinging, we don't fuck just everybody. If I'm not attracted, we don't fuck. If you're not attracted, we don't fuck. It doesn't make any difference what you are looking for. If it's 2 girls, 2 guys, you know, 2 giraffes, it doesn't matter. If they're not, it is what it is. So part of it is learning to go, we don't need a title of bi-selective. We need to learn to say no. We need to learn to say no to our spouses. We need to learn to know to say peer pressure, and we need to learn to say, hey, I'm not interested. Like if we do that, then everything else is pretty easy from there. Yeah. But that's part of it.
It's hard. You don't want to hurt people's feelings,
and maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem with the whole, and this is why it pisses me off now. You're starting to see these events that are geared towards. It's like some of these events now are cutting people from the herd. Okay, they're going in. So you have this whole herd of cattle, and we're gonna go through, and we're gonna take, and we're gonna go through, and we're gonna have an event that we're going to take out any interracial couples. We're going to take out bisexual men. We're going to take out, farmers only. We're going to take out, the fucking Christians. We're going to take out. I mean, and seriously, we're so busy cutting the herd, because when you cut the herd, then you can charge more. Right? That's the reality of it. And so, what does anybody learn from that? Like, okay, so let's look at the stereotype. We talk about the stereotypes of bi males. Okay, so if all the bi males only go to events that are geared and catered towards gay and bi males, and the women that are dating them or married to them, right? Well, what does anybody else learn?
True.
So what happens to all the stereotypes? Well, guess what? Now, those that are not bi males, that are not going to those parties, now we're allowed to let our imagination run wild, which means obviously it's just a bunch of guys running with their dicks up, out, and just grabbing each other. Something stupid. People are dumb like that, right? And so it's like you're not learning anything. You're not getting any better. You're not realizing, you're not having conversations. I understand wanting to be around other people with similar interests, right? But you would hate to go to a party, a swinger party, and go, okay, do you like to hunt, fish, boat, camp? No. Okay, well, you go over here. You do, okay, you go over here. Well, that looks like a hot couple over there. Right, but they're into hunting, fishing, camping, boating. You're not, so you need to stay over here with you're into, I don't know, model shipbuilding, whatever. It's like, that sounds absurd to even say that, but that's what we're doing. When we do this with these other things, we're not learning anything, right? And so certain things are acceptable because in regular porn, if every time they showed a couple seeing a regular porn, it went with the 2 girls making out, the 2 girls eating each other's pussy, the guys eating the girls' pussies, and the guys sucking each other's dicks. If that was the order that every porn went, the perception would be completely fucking different. If you think about that, we base all this shit off of this fucking happy crappy bullshit, and you go, so then we go to events and parties, and all we do is perpetuate it even more. I don't understand. I don't understand, like, how we can't get, or how we expect to get better when we won't make steps forward on anything. I can honestly say we were part of the uneducated masses when we got in the lifestyle about bisexual males. We absolutely were one of them that said, if there was a profile and it said bi male or bi-curious male, they were out. And it wasn't because I was afraid they were going to try to grab my dick, or anything. It's because we had the misconception about that higher risk of STDs. And now we know that's far from the fucking truth.
Shit.
There's some girls that fucking trump that shit 20 times in the butt. But we were part of it. But that's the part that sucks, is you can't grow better, and you can't, I don't know.
But there wasn't anybody to teach us better. We had to learn.
No, we had to learn. We had to learn, and it took a long time before you. When you would meet people that it was in the profile they were by, that never came up. There was like, what are you into? I can never remember a single time early on. You know, think back to going to the bar we used to go to, and people, well, what are you into? Never once said, well, you know, and if she was bi, that came up right away.
Yes.
But it would never come up if he was bi. Never. Because I can remember there was one couple we almost hooked up with, and it wasn't until later we saw in the profile that he was bi. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating when people lie about it. It's frustrating when we can't find a way to make it better. See, it drives me. What's driving me nuts is I want to be supportive. Like, because we take a lot of pride in that, right? The whole thing is we want to try to be supportive, but I don't ever want us to be that opportunistic. You know, look, more people will listen to this show because I'll have bi in the title. It's really fucked up. But we don't be the opportunist people that fucking do it with events and shit.
Might have to work on that.
I'm appointing you. You're in charge of that. I think that's a great job for you. I do.
Okay. Well,
maybe, I don't know. Maybe we do a committee. Everybody's always telling me to do committees.
Okay.
Maybe we get like no, I'm serious. Maybe we get like an advisory board. Because how many other things are like that we like avoid?
I don't know if we necessarily avoid it.
Well, we might.
We just don't know what to do about it.
Well, I'm just one. Well, we don't avoid it, but I mean, there's other parts of it. What I mean, maybe we need that. How do you get better with that kind of shit?
I don't know.
We're worthless without a fucking crowd. Notice that?
No, we're not worthless without a crowd.
Kinda. I am. Okay.
We used to do it without one all the time.
We did?
Very beginning.
No. We used to have sex when not with other people around too. A long time ago. Weird.
No,
That's how to go on and shit. Okay. Quick halftime. Is it halftime?
it's halftime.
It's halftime. Whoop. Hey, don't forget to check out our show and 65 of the other top shows in the adult alternative lifestyle world. Plus our video Sunday on Full Swap Shop Radio. Check them out today, Full Swap Shop, fullswapradio.com, or get the app FS Radio, both for Android and for Apple. What?
I was making fun.
Okay, awesome. So check it out today. All kinds of new stuff are coming there. New shows are on the way soon. So very, very soon. Oh yeah. So check them out today. We're on Monday nights.
Are we really?
Monday at 5 and again, really? And again at 11. Smart. Hey, you know what? If you tune in on Tuesdays, you can listen to Casba's Rants. That'd be a great show. You'd really enjoy that one if you listen to it every now and then. Just saying.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow. Really? You're awesome. That's great. Fucking.
There's another halftime.
Oh, yeah. That is. Also, get ready, kids. You're not going to believe it. I can't believe it. I'm excited about it. My dick's already hard. Just saying. We are going to be releasing, you can order now, pre-order now, your 2023 Casba Cadet Calendar. Now, here's the deal. These chicks are fucking hot. They've been my cadets all year, and they fucking rock. And they're doing rockabilly calendar for us, and it's going to be extremely sexy. Not to mention the fact that all proceeds go to help Casba Cares, which just made another big old Casba Cares thing today, which is neat. So get yours today. $20 get you your Casba Care. It gets you your Casba Cadet calendar, and for $30, maybe I'll get them to sign it for you. I'm getting a signed one.
Ooh, you're getting a signed one.
I want to get a signed one when they're doing the reverse gangbang. They're not doing a reverse gangbang. I tried all year long. I tried and tried. I pushed and pushed. Anyway, so no, check it out. You will be able to order those on Full Swap Shop as well as at crazycasba.com. Make sure you check those out and get your order placed today. It's hard to believe our cadets are almost up. It's almost time. The next set of cadets, they got some pretty damn fucking big stilettos to fill. See, I should have lied and said they all did like weird sex acts with me. So it makes it like, well, we want to compete. No, they didn't. But no, they really did. Our cadets have kicked ass. They've been some of the best ambassadors we've ever had, and we're gonna miss our little first round cadets. But now they're in a part of the club. They're like Playboy bunnies. They're the originals, the original cadets. What?
You gonna give them little ears and a tail?
I'm gonna give them a tail, all right. Anyways, I'm just saying. And if you wear pigtails, Anyway, so no, the girls have been great. The ladies, they have been great. They're not girls, they're ladies. They're extremely sexy, and they've been the best ambassadors in the world. I'm telling you right now. You take a beautiful woman who is having a great time and is friendly and outgoing, and they will change the fucking world. Mm-hmm. Because I have watched these girls go to more events and just fucking straight up take a room, just take over a room. Like, that's usually my job. Walk in and be all loud, obnoxious, and just a clown. Nope. I'd stay back out of the way and watch the girls work. And they will work a room and say hi to everybody, and they're laughing and giggling. And people are like, I love your cadets, you're so cool. It's incredible. Not to mention they're like our secret police. Our very sexy secret police. Those are the nights. They kind of keep raining on shit around the Casbah Kingdom a little bit. Just saying. Next year, this next one batch, I don't know. They're going to step it up. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring the original group in to train them. And whip the girls into shape. No, we're actually very excited because we actually have, it sucks because you wish you could have put everybody at the same one time. But I know last year were like 90-some girls apply to be cadets. And I have no doubt that we're going to have an equal number this year. Because those girls were there. And they got all close. There's been a little chat and stuff. All girls and me. Yay. Although it's kind of awkward sometimes. Yeah. Well, I mean, when they're talking about dresses and stuff, I don't really know much. No, yeah. I just occasionally come out with some like perverted comment or something, and then go away, and then just do my own thing, and then they kick you out, and whatever. Yeah, just saying. It's awesome. Yeah. Yay, cadets. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly it.
Are you sure?
It is, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah. You good?
Yeah. Quit pushing that away from your face.
No. I don't want it all the way in my mouth, just like this.
Look, you're actually coming in.
I've been coming in. I come in all the time. You're just finally fucking getting hot on my. So, don't get all uppity.
My tongue is all red.
Wow. What have you been sticking in your tongue?
Cherry limeade.
Oh, wow, neat. That's hot. So, we're gonna real quick. We're gonna hit this since we got time. You've started a new adventure this week. Wow, really? You've already forgotten? Menopause is kicking your ass. You started a new adventure this week.
What adventure? Menopause?
Yeah, no, not you. Menopause was already there, and you decided to fucking fight back instead of just fucking doing nothing about it. And you
wasn't doing nothing.
Well, I know, but
what you were trying all the herbal remedies.
It was not effective, and so you're taking control of your life, and you have went to tell a little bit what you're going to be doing. I swear to God, we were both at the consultation.
Hormones. Bioidentical hormones. And supplements. So today
and it's so excited. You know what? She was very fucking she was excited before. She'll be excited when her vag is wet again. So will be excited. But she was excited about it at one point in time.
Well, I'm still excited about it. I had 4 vials of blood taken from my arm today.
That explains it. There it is. You're tired in a week there, Dracula. Yeah.
So they're going to test it for all the hormone levels, and I'll find that out next Monday.
So the reason I'm bringing this up...
My fears are going to go, well, everything's just fine.
They're not.
No, it's not.
No, then I'm going to tell them to retest. Either that or come spend a week with us. No, it's not normal. What? I'm not saying that in a bad way. Did I say that you were bitchy or anything else in that fucking meeting with that doctor?
No.
No, so stop it. I admitted that I'm bitchy when it's time for my shot. I admitted that. Mm-hmm. Anyways, the reality of it is that, again, the bigger part of this whole thing. See, we're still coming off this high of like getting over our fears at KSN and shit like that. So is that it's about taking control of your life and not just settling, doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. It was fun when the doctor wanted to talk about sex. He goes, okay, now we need to talk about sex. We're like,
okay.
Okay.
Sure. Hit away your best shot. We'll see if we can follow along.
Well, it's important. You don't say.
Here's what's really cool with this is that it's not. I think there's a lot of this show tackles like misinformation, right? And there's a lot of misinformation out there about cost and shit. The package you're on is not that expensive, not really. I mean, it's like it's $125 a month. It's not outrageous. It's not like it's $1,000 or something.
No, thank God, because that was my fear.
But the reality is, and they called it right, which is, here's the deal. No, your whole life is not just sex, but a healthy sex life is a big part of your life. Mm-hmm. And it needs to be. So if you're somebody else out there struggling, go for it. The consultations are free. Bring somebody with you. No, seriously, bring somebody with you that is not afraid to answer honestly. So, like, if you're a raging bitch, they're not gonna. And you go, no, I'm not a bitch at all. They're not gonna be afraid to go. That's a lie. She's a raging.
Well, there
bitch.
was one where I'm like, some stuff I don't overreact like I used to. Like, yeah, you do, and I'm like, no, I don't.
No, yeah, right. Well, what I said was that you reacted appropriately. Because you meant like you don't react, and I felt like it was important. You reacted, you didn't overreact, but you reacted appropriately. Sometimes when there's two of you, you can have a better perspective because it's like when I tried to quit smoking for years and years and years. I always felt like you became a huge bitch when I would quit smoking. When the reality was you weren't. You were just fine. I would suck. So but go to the consultation. Don't put it off. Look, the longer you put this shit off, it's not going to magically fix it on its own. So quit plucking me.
No, you just have these curly hairs dangling and just pull them off. They're not attached to anything. It's on your fucking beard.
Anyways, it's probably a little pet. So the thing, but that's an exciting thing. That's like, again,
I'll be more excited next week when he gives me something for it.
Well, I mean, obviously, yeah, it's going to get better, but it's all about taking steps in the process.
Yes.
And taking steps. I mean, that's part of this whole fucking thing. Nothing's magical. Trust me, I fucking know nothing's magical.
The best thing he said in there he goes, how old are you? I said 51. He goes, oh, you look good for 51. I'm like, I know that part.
Wait till you see her badge. Just saying. I don't think I'll ever do that, does he? I don't know. Is he that kind of doctor? It's his clinic. He can do whatever he wants. I gotta see if it's working. Is this thing on? It's like you're being see if the thing on. That's fun. Where's the on switch? There it is. Bink. Anyways, just saying.
I got nothing.
And you had a date in the laundromat this week? You had all kinds of shit going on this week.
A date. I went and hung out with somebody at a fucking laundromat.
You know what? That's caring right there. That is straight up. That's caring. It shows the type of quality person you are. It does. I'm not ripping on you. I'm not bagging on you at all. I'm just saying. Okay. He missed you.
He did.
We did laundry together.
I didn't touch laundry.
Well, no, I got. But it was too busy. You didn't get to go for a spin on the spin cycle or anything. Too busy. Mm-hmm. I was disappointed. Did you get ice cream?
Did I get ice cream?
Was it the one over by the Dairy Queen?
Why would I get ice cream?
Well, there's one by the Dairy Queen. Maybe you got ice cream.
There's no Dairy Queen over there.
I didn't know which one he went to. I didn't go with you. I didn't drop you off for your fucking date. I didn't come pick you up, make sure we were home by midnight. I didn't know.
There's nothing around.
I didn't know.
I think your computer died.
That's fucking peachy. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you still have 15 minutes.
So
10 more minutes.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm just checking. I'm just trying to learn. That's what I'm.
No, we just hung out mainly outside the laundromat while his stuff was going.
Well,
because it was too busy inside.
Did he use the big oversized loads or just the regular loads? Did he sort colors? Was he like a guy that knows how to do laundry, or was he like do laundry like I do laundry? Just pile it all in there. a melting pot of dirt.
He
and
probably
grime.
piled it all in there.
I know. That's checking. We didn't have that discussion. We never talked about it. Why are you looking all judgy like that? That's what I don't
Why
understand.
do you want to hear about how he does laundry?
I'm just trying to show an interest in what you have an interest in.
I don't have an interest in laundry. I hate doing it.
Well, but all I know is at least he's a good fuck. I'm just trying to see if there's other things.
He's a good fuck, and I didn't get to experience that.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything else there. I don't know. I'm just learning. I'm trying to show interest in your hobbies and activities. Hey, look, man, I was just fucking surprised anybody else you were going to go hang out at the laundromat. I think you were just trying to get away from our kids.
Well, okay, there was that too.
I mean, I'm just like, okay, well, whatever.
Why not tackle that one while I'm at it? Sorry, gotta go.
Hey, leave me with a new puppy. We rescued another dog.
Yes, we did.
And so that's obviously...
An old lady.
So now we got 2 of those in the house. So she doesn't get to go get shit. She doesn't need her shit working. Anyways, at all. But, you're not in diaper shot, so that's good.
Well,
You're
that's
not.
good.
I mean, I don't know. Well, she's going to be.
It could happen.
Only if we get great
I hope
content.
not, but it could happen.
We'll be shooting anal content for your OnlyFans page.
Anal content or diaper content?
Anal content. Get the right anal content, then you'll need diaper content next.
But I'm going to a doctor to make everything work like it's supposed to, so why would I result to anal?
Because it pays more.
I don't mind anal.
What?
I haven't done it for a while.
Yeah, you didn't get that drunk.
No,
You were drunk on Saturday, but you weren't that drunk. At no point when you're good and drunk, it's like, fuck me in the ass. I haven't fucked your ass for a year.
Pass the fuck out.
Yeah, I was rubbing your butt, just rubbing your head. Like, you need to quit doing that or I'm going to throw up. Well, I don't think I'm going to get laid. Yeah, you were not at the right level of drunk.
It was a weird night.
Yeah, you weren't.
I was even questioning if I got roofied.
But you didn't, trust me. Yeah, but the thing is I was just like, it wasn't I'm so fucking train wrecked I can't see straight. Fucking in the ass. I don't care.
It was in and out.
It's been 3 years. It's gonna hurt. I don't care. I want it so bad. Yeah, there was none of that.
Majority of the time, I was pretty coherent. There's just a couple of things that are a little sketchy.
But you didn't even stumble around. That was what was weird. Normally you stumble. Normally you go.
So it was a weird draw. I seriously, it was just odd.
Yeah, well, it was the cheese.
And I ate shit.
It was the macaroni and cheese, but that's probably you probably weren't drunk. You're probably fat for your bar food fucking. Some sort of like stroking out shit is probably what was happening.
Probably.
It is what it is. All right.
Don't do that.
Like people don't know. If you've met me in person, you know.
I haven't seen you do that in person. Well, I mean, I have. Cause
In 30 years, yes, folks, you're getting it now. It's exclusive. I'm actually burping in In person. Oh, my Lord. I'm stroking out. Okay. You know what? This is going to be a short episode. We're gonna call her a day with that one right there. All right. Well, here's the thing, kids. The theme for the day is be honest. Be honest with yourself.
You can do a thought for the day, like how
Jerry
Springer closed.
No, because we haven't had anybody like fucking throwing chairs at each other or anything. We need to get some of that. I can. Yeah, you go fucking right ahead. Actually, that may be one of our goals. We may try to get some...
to throw chairs?
No, we may try to get some guests in here. We got a bunch of shit coming. Look, here's the thing. There's some cool shit coming. You're going to want to check out the websites because we're redesigning the websites and we're doing all kinds of cool shit. We've already put out when our seventh birthday bash is. That'll be out on the website. You can get that. And
didn't
start
we just
getting
have
tickets.
our 7th?
No, we had our 6th.
Oh.
You can get those tickets are on sale. We'll be announcing in the next 2 weeks all of our Crazy Winter Nights stuff, so that's going to be pretty fucking exciting. These are all things that are going to cause my pretty blonde hair to get the correct color for Christmas. Yes, I will be going as Santa Claus this year because I'm sure I'll still be fat, but I'm sure my hair and beard will be completely white by the time it gets here. So with those things, we're getting excited. So, yeah, that's kind of all we know. So with that being said, giving another shout out to our sponsors. I'm calling it a day. I'm throwing in the white flag. Throw it in.
I thought you were going to say bread. Because that's what it sounded like.
I don't think most people retire with the tossing of a loaf.
I thought you were going to say bread.
Take this bread and allow me to surrender. Anyways, Wonder. But it's a hard roll, sir. Anyways, so with that being said, don't forget our good friends at asnlifestylemagazine.com. Check them out today. 3 million readers can't be wrong. Also, Nightcaps. Again, we're very serious when we're very proud to be teamed up with nightcaps.com. Don't forget to put in the promo code NIGHTCAP10/Casba Inc. To get your discount and keep your family and loved ones safe so their next adventure to the bar. And remember, it's my responsibility, it's your responsibility. If you're going to play in the lifestyle, make sure to keep yourself and others safe. Test, test, test. Go to shamelesscare.com. Check it out today. Get your at-home test. There's no longer an excuse not to make sure you're fully tested and keep the lifestyle clean. Also, don't forget to send us emails at crazy.casba@gmail.com. As well as you can follow us at Truth Krazy on Twitter. You can visit our website, crazycasba.com. You can get tickets to all of our events. Check out all the new stuff they're doing. Follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/Casba. And anywhere you see Casba, you're going to see us. That's what we do. So, for the time being, doing it the only way I know how, the only way I want to, and the only way I ever motherfucking will. Oh, don't forget. Go visit Amanda, Miss Amanda Casba. Get her on our OnlyFans. Eventually, she's going to shoot more content, and you're going to see dicks everywhere. Dicks and pussy all over. Anyways, doing it the only way I know how, the only way I want to, and the only way I ever fucking will. Casba style, out.
Bye.